And welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of Conqueror Chronicles, the premier content of the Conqueror division of AD2L. I am back once again for another episode. I did not dodge Phoenix this time around because I don't know, I'm not busy this week, I guess. Anyways, I'm joined back once again with the guy who is on every single episode because he has no life and is here for every single episode. Phoenix, how you doing, buddy?
I have no life, dude. What the hell?
I don't know, you're here all the time, so you haven't taken a day
Okay.
off. Like, use your
I know
PTO
that's
or
true.
something. I don't
That's
know.
true. I should take it. Like with the amount of days off you take, actually, I feel like
Right?
I'm
Like
owed
you
at least
should
one.
take a
Like,
PTO at some point. Like use them up before
yeah,
you lose
yeah.
them.
I got like 5 weeks banked. Maybe I'll just take the next
Well,
5 weeks off.
well,
Actually.
the thing is they like refresh every season, so you lost all the ones from
Mm.
last season because you didn't use them. But
Oh
right now this
shit.
season you have one to use because I already used one.
Oh okay.
So
Okay.
you're currently up
Okay.
right now a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, we are joined this episode by 3 guests, one of which is already a returning guest for the season. 2 are new on the season. Someoneskid, welcome back to the table. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Feeling good. Starting the season off 4-0.
Yeah, it's been great. It was a great win. We're just off going against a strong team and getting the win. Feels good.
Awesome. Very, very simply said. And then one of our new guests this season, Wilson. I don't think you played in Conqueror last season. I want to say you were like in Warrior.
Yes, I was in Warrior last season.
Okay.
It was
How-
not a good season.
Oh, okay. So how compared to last season, apparently not going well. How's the start of this season going for you and Tribal and your team?
Comparatively great. Last season on our second week, we had our mid laner rage quit mid game.
Is that Heart
And then
Run?
after that, what?
Was that Heart Run?
No, it was not Heart Run. It was some guy that I think it was like a second time playing AD2L ever.
Oh, unlucky.
But he rage quit mid game.
Dang.
And then I don't think we won no, we did win one game that season. And I don't know who it was against. I know we had 3 stand-ins though. Because the enemy captain was okay with it.
Winning
that's
against 3
amazing.
stand-ins is insane, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I spent the rest of that
hilarious.
season just doing casting.
Okay.
Wait. Were you playing Conk with like a couple seasons back on J5 with Mango?
Yes, I was.
Okay, that's where I remember you from. Yeah, that was I think that was the season where I think you got beat out by Rhino's team for playoffs, right? I
Yep.
think you
Yep.
Yeah.
Why do you have to remind him of that? That's so toxic.
I'm trying to. Okay,
You played
I-
Conk and then you lost, right? Like you didn't
No,
even
no,
make
I'm trying-
playoffs, you loser.
Okay.
Like okay,
God,
like,
just lose at Conk. There's only one winner at Conk.
that's
Yeah,
actually
that's
toxic.
true.
And then last but not least this week, we have one more guest, another player from my own team. And I saved him for last because he told me that he needed to be on this episode of Conquer Contents because he had a speech to give. So, Jehszii, go ahead, give us your speech.
Can you hear me from the floor?
Uh-huh. Yep, we got you. Loud and clear.
I didn't prep a speech. I totally forgot.
Oh,
I'm an
jeez.
idiot.
Are you fucking kidding?
I'm literally not lying, though.
Alright,
I
kick him
have,
off.
I have
was-
someone.
It was actually hold up. It was actually for something later that we're gonna talk to into the
Oh, okay.
games, especially
Okay.
our game. But it was not. You read my message wrong, you idiot.
I literally
Wow.
have someone's kid as proof. End of both games we played against Rally Up. You go, I need to be on content this week. I have so much I want to say right now. Like literally
it's-
both games, you were hyping it up.
You
and
don't
had so
love me
much to
enough. You
say.
never invite me. You hate me.
Well,
you always
Phoenix-
leave my lane
Whoa,
at like
whoa,
2
whoa,
minutes.
whoa. This is not me. Phoenix is in charge of getting the guests. So that's on him.
I'm sure this is gonna be some type of flame to me. I feel like this is where this is going.
No, I'm not
gotta
blaming
use
you.
the-
I'm just saying you're in charge of getting the guests. I'm not.
No, I meant with Jehszii's speech, Dad. I feel like I'm about to get flamed for some reason. I don't know
Oh,
why.
you're gonna get so flamed
Yeah.
later on. Oh, I'm gonna love it.
I've had a feeling. Oh well, what can you do?
All right. Well,
Just say
if
that-
Jehszii doesn't have a speech right now, I guess we'll save it for later. We're just gonna jump right on into the matchups. If there's nothing else anybody wants to discuss beforehand.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
right into the matchups we're gonna go. We're gonna start off with Reading Patch's OP against Fountain Divers. Reading Patch taking the 2-0 this week against Fountain Divers. I'm pretty sure this was expected, maybe like a little 1-1. I'm not sure because I wasn't here last week. So Phoenix, do you remember kind of the predictions that you guys had for this series?
I think pretty much everyone had a 2-0 for Reading Patch. I don't think there was any other opinion.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty standard. Looks like they kind of actually they didn't even get Dusa. They technically got Beastmastered. I don't know. Looks pretty.
I think it's interesting that the 18 picked this Medusa, and then I feel like they didn't really like respond to it that great. Although I guess like you were already showing your Necro and your Lifestealer, but I feel like there maybe could have been a better mid pick to try to deal with the Medusa. I mean Jehszii's obviously a carry player, so he'd probably have more to say. But I feel like Nikes is not very good against Medusa. I feel like
Well,
that's a really
if
shitty
you think a
matchup.
different mid pick, why don't you ask the mid player that's here?
It's true. It's true. I
Someone's
mean, like,
if you see a Dusa, he's also our drafter too, so I mean it makes sense. If you see a Dusa 18 and then Beastmaster 23, and your team is this, what are you thinking? Like, is Storm like go to? Like, what are you feeling against a Dusa in this like type of scenario?
You know, the first two heroes I always think of is Animage and Invoker, but I don't really want to play either of those mids,
I
so
would
it's
say
a
they
little
both
you're
got
kind of
banned too,
stuck.
so
Yeah, so you're kind of stuck, I think. I would have to look at like a hero grid in front of me, but
yeah.
there isn't really too many mids that I can think of that address the Medusa. And especially even if there are, some of them are probably specialty heroes. So like you have to
yeah.
be okay with playing them. I mean, like one thing comes to mind is like Darkseer mid, which is just like eh. I don't know. It doesn't seem very good. I think they kind of should have seen it earlier. I don't know. I think it's a hard deal getting Lifesteal early and then having an 18 pick Medusa.
Yeah, you kind
They
of
have no
locked
answers.
yourself in a little
I
bit.
have like so many like I have so many questions from this draft from Fountain Divers. Like I don't want to be toxic, but like there's so many things that don't make sense to me. Like you're picking Lifestealer in to what? A Clockwork who has a stun through rage, a Wyvern who has a disable through rage. Like I don't it's like so bizarre to me. And then Necro offlane is like why? You already have a fucking Lifestealer. They both want to potentially do a similar build. I guess he didn't in this case, but why? Like, why Necro offlane? It's not even that strong. The carry's not shown yet, so it's not like you're picking it to counter pick.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. I have no idea what they were trying to do here. I think that their mid pick needed to be too many things. Like the Storm made sense because they needed some type of jump. They have absolutely no jump. But then you're also picking Storm into Beastmaster Medusa. So it's like you don't really want to pick Storm. The only thing I maybe could have seen potentially, and I know this is super niche, is like I actually wouldn't have minded a Windrunner because Wind is pretty good against Lina mid because Lina wants to like trade with like right clicks from afar, but Wind can just like Wind Run, and then obviously she's a natural diffusal builder.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't have hated a Wind actually, but I just don't like this combo of this like Nike's not good against any of their heroes. Fucking Necro offlane. I have no clue why. I don't know. It's just it makes no sense to me, in my opinion.
I think this Fountain Divers is like a new team. This is like their first time doing AD2L. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Barry played champ.
I would say Barry's an 80-12 player. I don't recognize
Okay.
any of the other four, so but I know Barry is. So the other four could definitely be new to 80-12.
Yeah, I would think it's largely an inexperience with the captain's draft format that could cause
just
this. Where
Or just sorry, go ahead.
again, like it could just be maybe they're used to the pub style and they don't really get the draft, understand drafting theory, or maybe they're just picking comfort heroes because like, oh, they didn't ban any of our comfort heroes. Let's just pick what we know how to play, and then you get Medusa'd and Beastmastered. Not to mention, oh my goodness, Lifestealer into Beastmaster is a terrible lane. People don't talk about that enough.
That it is a pretty brutal lane. Like if I say Beastmaster, I'm for sure not picking Lifestealer.
It's also another disable through BKB. Like there's so many fucking disables through BKB for Lifestealer.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
It felt like Fountain Divers were drafting for lane and not the game. Like in lane, Lifestealer is pretty good against Clockwork because Cogs and Battery Assault, he just does not care.
Yeah,
But
it's also like. Go ahead. Apologies.
no, you.
I was gonna say too, like once again, I mentioned it already, but like I think Necro offlane is so niche. Like it really has to be like a good Necro offlane game, and like Medusa is not it. Like it's not like you can't really bully her with the Q. The Heart Stopper is irrelevant. I mean, if you try to get close to Q her, she'll just snake bounce off the creeps. It's just I don't know. It's not great. Jehszii, what do you? Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think about the Lifestealer Medusa matchup? Because I did talk about that earlier, but I feel like that's a really one-sided Medusa matchup. I'm not sure.
It does. The problem is about this is just like Lifestealer just needs items in general. So he needs to get the Radiance once, then he could barely fight. You could kind of fight still, but even then, as like Medusa, the build is pretty much going straight Manta Butter, and once you get Butter, you can fight nonstop. While Lifestealer needs more items. I don't like this matchup at all. Like especially like we're gonna talk about the Necro again. I don't think Necro is really good off lane at all. I just it's very situational wise on that. But the whole spiel with the Lifestealer, yeah, I have nothing to say, but I just know it's a really bad matchup. Like against Beastmaster is decent, but you also have to figure out something to go on a Dusa. But the problem is, like you said, the draft they 16 picked Lifestealer compared to an 80 pick Dusa. So maybe I don't know what they were thinking, to be honest. Maybe just the Clockwork free cogs last hits, but even then, I don't know. It's just weird.
Just unfortunate. We should probably go to game 2. I think Yoshi.
All right.
Just on the interest
Oh,
of
so you
just on
guys
the
are still
interest of
talking,
time
so I was
here.
letting it go. Looks like it was definitely a little bit closer of a game this time around, though. I mean, DJ was able to get 23 kills on a Night Stalker mid.
Holy
So
shit!
I mean,
What the fuck?
definitely like a lot better of a game too. Graph wise,
Yeah.
okay, they were never really like close, but
Yeah, it looks
I
like
mean,
one of these
still at
like
least
very
put up a
classic.
fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 13k, 15k lead for a good chunk of the game.
I mean, it's probably one of those things where like, like they were winning, and then it's, their draft is pretty hard to high ground into. I feel like it's a little scary to high ground into a Night Stalker quap, and then with all the save and shit, like with the Venge and the clock. So I don't know. It's probably a little tough, but
I want to point out this is a Venge safe lane. I haven't seen this thing like this carry, as in mostly like pause one in a really long time. I just don't think it's good. I think it's better 3 than carry personally, or even mid too. But even then, like you don't do a lot of damage. Most of your damage are either your Q or you get items to do more damage with Soul Strike.
I think he maybe picked it for like this quirky matchup against the Mars, right? Because you can get the screen vision in the arena and you can swap and stuff. So like I don't know, maybe it was for that. I don't really know why the Venge won this game. I don't see what it's doing.
Again, it wasn't for the Mars because Mars was picked last.
Yeah, Mars
Oh
was
yeah.
before, so it would have been for the Jakiro or Dark Bull, but even then,
No, that's not a good enough reason to pick a Venge one. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird.
Again,
yeah,
it could just be comfort picks. They just play what they want to play and what they're good at.
that's totally fine too. But problem is when you're doing comfort picks, depending on what you have, you might be lacking a lot of stuff too. That's the only downside to that.
Yep.
It's also unfortunate because like I think you picked this Underlord and like I don't know. It's been a while. Like I don't really play a ton of Underlord, but like I think Underlord wants to have a pretty strong lane presence. Like he's usually a pretty good laner, and he wants to just kind of farm and push out. But like it looks like Abaddon just kind of rocked his shit. Like I don't know, it seems like it'd be pretty easy for Abaddon to rock his shit. So I don't know. It's just a little unfortunate, I think. But Someoneskid, what do you think of the drafts? Does anything stand out? I mean, obviously it was a puck against Night Stalker. I feel like Night Stalker definitely should have a pretty good time, right? But I don't think Puck can really do much to win that lane.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely Night Stalker favored. I think what kind of happened this game is that Lifestealer was able to actually farm fast, while Venge isn't, and their offline was just feeding. So it's like it seems like the Night Stalker was carrying him through the like early mid game, and then once his team's net worth was just falling off, he dies once, and then he'll just lose the game. You know, Abaddon is pretty good against Night Stalker as well, so it's like he can just man fight, sit there and man fight with an ulti. So it's not like they
Yeah.
have an answer for the Abaddon either. So it's seems like maybe comfort picks from the what I forgot the team's name.
Fountain Divers?
Fountain Divers, yeah. So maybe comfort picks into just they couldn't get to their timings.
Yeah, I would agree with you. There's probably honestly not even too much more to add. Like it like you guys said, it honestly looks like a team of like 5 players that picked meta like consistent heroes that like wanted to combo with like the Mars Arena and Puck ulti against people that just picked like 5 things that they wanted to play. And I don't know. I mean, it's a cool idea for the Night Stalker against Puck though. I do like that because Puck hates playing against Night Stalker, but yeah, I don't know. What can you do?
I guess the good thing is they at least like turned it around and like actually like put up a fight because like actually got like kind of stomped game one and like kind of had like something going for them game two. So I mean, at least
Yeah, but
something to
I
kind
don't
of look
know.
forward to week 3 type of deal. Like at least had
I feel like
something
it was
going.
all on the Stalker though. You know what I mean? Like the rest of the team looks like they all did really bad. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like this
That's
Night
fair,
Stalker
actually.
was like the only thing keeping them in the game. Imagine if he didn't have 23 kills. Like like how would this game have gone? I don't know, dude.
Oh, that would have been one-sided easily.
Yeah, I don't know. But you are
Uh,
right though. You are right. Love you,
I do
Fountain
like the
Divers.
Night Stalker pick. I actually do like this kind of. It's actually kind of. Austin, write this down in your notes. Play Night Stalker mid.
It's
Write it
good.
down.
It's good.
Write it
Like
down.
with like BKB, it's good against all their heroes. Like
Well,
really,
you
like
could
the
just you jump backline. That's all you do. Like that's why
Mhm.
once you get Nullifier, all the supports are fucked.
Mhm.
Even Dark Willow can maybe what's her ability there?
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, Shadow Realm.
But even
Yeah,
then,
but
if
even
Night
then,
Stalker's on you, you're silenced. And I don't.
you're
Yeah.
Does
silenced.
Nullifier?
So
Does Nullifier get rid of Shadow Realm?
no,
No.
Okay.
No.
It's only like Ghost Scepter stuff. Like
Eels,
But
Glimmer.
Duels, Ghost Scepter, Ghost Shroud, and all that stuff. But like even then, I think this is a really good Night Stalker. Like I said, it's more like you could pitch the backline, so that's already uh secure Dark Willow and as well as Puck because
I'd
he can't
say
get out.
Void Spirit's just better at that job. So maybe if Void Spirit's
true.
banned, but like
That was
Actually, that's
also
a good
true.
point. That's a good point. And it does the same thing. It's good in lane against the puck too. Now, my question here, actually, just before we move on, if with the nullifier on Night Stalker, can he not go on a Baden and kill him before the ulti goes off with nullifier and silence? Because it's a break,
Yes.
right?
Well, no,
Yeah.
no.
Nullifier is not a
Nullifier.
break.
I think you can
No.
still
Oh, it's not a
activate it.
break, right? Yeah, it's not a break anymore. Fuck, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
If it was
So if
if it
he,
was Silver Edge, yes.
yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My bad. My bad.
So yeah, if he had broken him and silenced him, he can't use his ulti, and he's broken. You have that time limit of while he's broken and silenced, sure. But if you get him in that time limit and break and silence,
Yeah.
you does prevent him from popping ulti by himself or his passive popping ulti.
You could
Right.
also wait for him to get low and then deal an instance of damage that's greater than 400, so it never even procs.
That's true. Yeah, but they couldn't in this game
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe with old Quap, back when the ult was just one big chunk of damage instead of like the increments that we have now.
Or if PA was actually like a viable hero that could be played, that was always a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Oh
Hated playing
gosh.
it, but just bursted. Alright, we can probably go to the next series.
Yep.
I
At
think
least,
we
like,
went over
something.
this.
I mean, Reading Patch gets a 2-0. Definitely feels a little better compared to week 1. And then Fountain Diver's kind of something promising to build on. But, yep. Moving on. Helmets On versus Drow's Touch. Helmets On taking the 2-0. I don't think that was majority expectation. Like, not trying to diss Helmets On.
Wait, what? They
What?
2-0'd this series?
Yeah, Helmets
They
2-0.
Yeah, they
2-0'd?
did.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit!
say
I
I
didn't
know most
realize
people
that.
were probably assuming it was 2-0 Drow's Touch or at least a 1-1, but nope, Helmets On take both games.
Oh my god, I did that! I predicted this! I fucking
So,
did that!
game
Oh my god,
1,
that's amazing!
game 1 incredibly close, 36 to 34. Definitely was close for at least 30 minutes though, and then HO kind of pulls away for a little bit here. Looks like they
It looks
took
like the team wiped
good
them at
amount
one
of
point
space.
there.
Look at the saves on helmets. Oh, jeez, you have the Pudna, you have the Dazzle, you have the Mag to skewer away. You got the mid Earthshaker. Holy fuck, that must be annoying.
And then also
Yeah,
multiple glimmers and multiple force staffs.
Oh Jesus.
And an outrolled staff on the Dusa.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Same with the. Oh dude, I would be so pissed off if I had to play against that.
They have so
Just
many
this-
safes, it's like a bank in there, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy though. Like that must have been the most fucking frustrating game to play. It's like literally how do you kill people? There's so many ways of saving. Just to start it off though, I can't believe HO fucking first picked Dazzle and didn't let Black Up play pause one Dazzle. Are you kidding me? Fucking Iki comes on here saying it's the best carry hero. He doesn't even get to play it.
I
He
will
didn't
say-
pop off though.
I
It's
will
17 and
say,
4.
Black Up did say in Conch Chat after the series that the threat of Dazzle Pos 1 is more
True.
like intimidating than actually playing Dazzle Pos 1.
True. I mean that is fair. That is
So it's all
that's
part of
crazy,
the
though.
madness right there. That's all it is.
He popped the fuck off this game though. That's
did.
great. 17 and 4. Holy shit.
I think
I
he
also
actually
like
popped
this
off next game too, if I remember correctly.
I also like that he went Indolation here. I think that's smart. I know most people like the poison volley, but I think if you're against a
Wait.
Ricky who's gonna want to get the or did he
He
not get
did.
Indolation?
He did go Venomous Folly. It's just that Undulation and Venomous Folly are the
right.
same icon,
Right.
but Venomous Folly is a
Oh,
green.
okay. Well, disregard everything I said, Black Up. God damn it. I thought he did it for the I thought he did go Indolation for the diffusal active, but I mean, yeah, the volley makes sense too, I guess. I actually don't know if I would do that against Tide, but I mean, hey, that's fine. That's I don't know.
I mean, you
Ouch,
get
the
least, your
dribbles.
movement speed still isn't affected, you just walk away.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Indolation
Yeah,
made
pretty
a lot
much.
of sense actually, but I mean they won without it though, so that's fine. Someone's kid.
Yeah.
What do you think of the drafts here? Someone's kid. I know that it's a Earth Spirit mid against Earth Shaker. That's got to be a interesting matchup.
I would say it's a Shaker. Like Shaker loves it. You know, he's used to if he goes against a lot of like these ranged ones, either they don't do enough damage and he's able to secure CS and denies. It's awesome. It's probably the best. Or he could just zones out and needs stacks to come back. So this is one where it's a little even. He's not as good as denying. Maybe he does a little bit more like the Earth Spirit can do a little bit more harass, but it's not like I think it's pretty good. He's not gonna get zoned out. I'm just saying, like as draft is overall, I like this AA into the as a answer to the Pugna Dazzle. You know, a lot of heals coming out, but the with the mid Earth Spirit and Ricky, I think you're kind of put on a timer because you're relying on like pickoffs. Their team fights are kind of bad with that lineup, and even then, after like 40 minutes, the team fights are to be pretty terrible. So yeah, it seems like that around trying to push high ground into Magnus or Shiggers seems miserable, and Medusa. So they would have to end this game before 30 minutes or so for them to have a chance, and it seems very hard to against that lineup. So pretty hard win for them.
I feel like there's not a lot of weight. Like I know they have the Ravage, but without Ravage, I feel like Drow's touch lacked lockdown. Like they like HO had all these saves and like these heroes that you really want to like just lock down and kill for the Ricky and the Earth Spirit. But I feel like yeah, like with no Ravage, what do? Like they they have an AA who's not really providing that. I mean the Snap can, but obviously it's not reliable. Something I would have liked to have seen. I'm just checking if it was banned. Oh, okay. Okay. So HO did ban the Mars. I would have loved Mars this game for Drow's
Mhm.
Touch. I think it would have been a great combo with the Snap. It would have been fantastic with the AA as well. If I
And
was
same with
them,
Ricky.
yeah, and the Ricky. If I was
I
them,
think
honestly, I would
It
have not
also
picked the Spirit and just picked the Mars there instead, in my opinion. But
would
yeah.
have gone crazy against the Dusa because
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
all those
Yeah.
projectiles not hitting people.
yeah,
Well,
the
it
Don't get
also
me
would
Mars.
have
wrong,
had a much better lane too, right? So
I really like Drell's touch drafts. I think Drell's touch draft is fine. The problem is they're put on a timer, and if they can't win with that timer, they just lose. So in that regard, yeah, the draft is bad, but they have answers, and the sure after the 30-minute they have problems, but prior to that they're really strong. And it seems like
Yeah,
they did
like-
it, but they just couldn't go through high ground.
Like once
Yeah.
Ricky just gets defood, you pretty much gotta hunt down the Dusa nonstop and then push waves, get towers, and yeah, like how someone's kid said, like you're on a timer. Like once you're at some sort of time that Dusa gets more farmed,
You're just gonna lose.
either
Yeah.
you're gonna lose or you somehow pull a horseshoe up out of your asshole and win it. But even then, Dusa carries like one thing that no one can beat almost.
You're right
And
though.
they don't have a
They were
tower
definitely
hitter.
winning. They were definitely winning for the first 30, right? So you are right. Like it was working. It's just they kind of hit that wall, right, where they couldn't quite close it out. So
Yeah.
I gotta say too, I have not seen a Shaker go Ags in quite a while. I'm very curious why there's the Ags here. I mean, I guess it's good to keep up with Ricky, I guess. I don't know. I feel like he could have just done the normal build nowadays, but I mean it's cool to see that though. I like that. I kind of miss going the eggs on Shaker and just jumping all around, dude. It was a lot of fun. But
Jump around.
yeah,
With the whole
jump around.
the dayless build.
yeah, just like jump
Yeah.
around, just fucking one shot people, dude. That was much
Yeah.
more
Did he buy
manly
the
than this
shard?
magic build.
never-
No,
he-
he bought the shard.
I don't think he hit.
He bought the shard.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I looked like that was the person above him, but maybe
No,
that's.
no,
It's
yeah,
far
he got it.
above, yeah.
I've just never seen eggs in a while though. It's like
I
that's
just
really
don't-
old.
If you already get Blake and Shard, you really don't really need eggs. That's already wasting your time for either Octarine Core and or Refresher right there.
Yeah.
I personally I just personally think Refresher is way better than eggs on Earthshaker if you have the Blink and Shard already.
It is a fantastic Shaker game too. I will say that.
Oh,
There's not a
it
ton of
is.
things to like stop his blink, and a lot of squishier heroes, a lot of melee heroes too. It's like, yeah, it's fantastic Shaker game. I'd love to play Shaker in this lineup as well, but yeah, that's pretty much all I
Speaking
got, honestly.
speaking of Shaker, I find it very curious that he didn't level up his Q until level 7. Which is a peculiar level to get that in because he already has 3 points in Enchant Totem, so why not just finish it off and have a maxed ability at level 7? I don't know if there are any ES players in here that can give a
I
reason
think
why.
it's.
I just found that
I think
curious.
it's okay. I think it's okay because like he's going the W level, right, to like be better in the lane, right? But then he also did go the fissure facet. So he did want a point in the fissure, and then I think after the lane stage is done, right, like after the ulti's done, he's gonna want the fissure for like the stun, the extra damage and stuff. I actually think that's fine, to be honest with you. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I know Sick might have a different opinion here. Oh, maybe doesn't actually. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, is that me? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. I referred to you by your acronym now as my fault. I was
I mean, I've in the past I've done a lot of W maxing. I usually like now that I've seen a lot of people play with a Q, not necessarily max, but you really kind of max your E. There are some matchups where it's really nice to max your W, but I don't think this is something that you really care about it that much. So I probably wouldn't have gone for it, but you could. Like, and the Q is such a good point. I don't see you should be getting it by 7, if not beforehand. So
if not before. Yeah, I agree.
Well, you're also going against an Earth Spirit, so he's more melee, so you can at least
yeah, so the
whack 'em.
harass from your W is huge, but like what you get out of either if your team's not stacking, fine, their E's are not as good, but like levels in Q, just you can clear a entire wave with max Q and like I think 2 points of E. So like I think it's very undervalued. The Q level, maxing Q or getting your E is over W. I think W is really overrated.
Yeah, I very rarely max W anymore, if ever, because even if you're in a melee v melee matchup, like honestly, one or 2 points on your W is already gonna have insane impact. Like you really don't need to max it. I don't really like doing that anymore. I think like you mentioned the Q and the E, like more levels in those I think are just better in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we could
I
probably
think
go
out
to
of
game
respect
2. I
for
feel like.
time, yeah. Anyways, little more convincing of a win for HO. Black Up once again just playing out of his mind
Holy
this game.
shit! What the fuck?
It's
On
okay.
Juggernaut, no
Radiofoot had
less.
2 items and a shard. This is huge for Radiofoot.
What the fuck?
28k,
What
almost
the
28k healing is really good though.
Yeah,
So-
that
Wait,
HP
I
healing
would
is
say, yeah,
great.
28 is insane.
28.
In a 34-minute game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god, you got a fast Battle Fury treads too. Holy shit, 12 minutes. That's my
I've
goat
seen-
right
I've
there,
seen
dude. What the
faster.
hell? Alright, well, you know what, Yoshi, don't fucking ever say that
All I'm
again.
saying is Jehszii's gotten a 10-minute Battle Fury before.
Yeah, well, he's not block up though, so what can you do about that? So, trying to think here. Thinking's hard for me.
I do
I like the
wonder-
jug against the. Or go ahead, Wilson. Yeah, go.
I do wonder what prompted Jehszii to get a Midas.
Holy shit! What the fuck, Hex? Are you throwing? What
Actually
the
wins in
hell?
his own games.
What the fuck?
He was laning against Tiny Dawnbreaker, and the support was Clock.
What
That
the
lane is-
shit?
That lane is brutal, personally.
For Lifestealer? Because I think Ellis would have a good time if he has a Clock back.
Yeah, I
can
thought
raise
it
the
was
avalanche.
fun.
Well, it was
Like, you
Nurch,
could-
and he did feed, it looks like.
Oh,
That's
oh,
interesting though. That's interesting because I do think that Lifestealer, like, theoretically has a pretty good time against double strength. And I mean, like, it's
Dawn-
not like Tiny has a lot of fucking like mana for spamming spells, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Dawn does a shitload of damage. Doesn't matter if you're playing Lifesteal. That
Yeah.
hero does so much damage.
It's
It doesn't
like level 5. You're like, as a carry for myself, Dawnbreaker at level 5, I'm scared, no matter who I am.
I do like the early Soul Ring from the Dawnbreaker, so you can spam spells.
That's
I
That
even
was
just
worse.
don't
at
know
like
if
2
you like.
minutes.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if you should ever go Midas anyway. I don't know. Like, I think that
Yeah,
item
like-
is just
I
so
say just
bad.
go Helm.
Like,
It
Like,
delayed the
literally just go
radiance
Helm.
so far. Instead of getting it at like
Yeah, I don't know.
17, 18 minutes, you got it at 21.
I think
especially
if you're
because like
really
the
that,
orb went
like,
finished too, right?
I
Like,
think if you're
I
that
don't
Yeah,
know.
Orb
behind
of
and you
Corrosion as
feel like
well.
you need the increase, I feel like you just go Helm at that point.
Yeah, I would
Like, it's
agree.
been
I
proven
think
in
Yeah.
Helm's
Sky
on is just
that, like,
better.
Helm is just significantly better. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree.
Definitely a little
I would
weird.
100% agree.
Like,
Actually, it's also better too because the armor is good for the jug, right? Okay, it would actually just be
Yeah.
better with the Omni.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
seeing this
someone's kidding.
game, I just see how much healing Word's gonna do. You know, they have so much heals, and like once these team fights start, they run out all their stuff. Puck uses old coil, Darkseer uses vacuum and wall. Like the heals come out, and what do they kill? Like I don't feel like they could kill anything. You know, it's the healing Word if they get all the talents for it. Does so much for them. Dawnbreaker and Dazzle. I mean, Dazzle would have to get killed on by Puck. Like, seems like these team fights would be pretty hard for Drell's Touch.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
have to do so much damage to just chunk through everything. And the Dazzle only
I-
died 3 times, so like you're definitely not. You killed Tiny the most, so I don't know. Yeah,
I also like the individual matchups, like isolated. Like I really like Jug against Lifestealer. I think that's a really bad matchup for Lifestealer. He's just like a melee creep with Radiance, and then Jug really likes melee heroes that are just alone with Radiance.
Yeah.
So you'll just fucking eat them for dinner. And then I like Dawn against Darkseer, like Someoneskid mentioned, because the thing too is like Dawn wants to play on the opposite side of the map, right? So like if Darkseer jumps with a vacuum wall, Dawn's just gonna ulti on top of the
I was saying
vacuum.
that. Yeah,
And
you're
now
just, you're healing your entire team. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of a single
exactly.
person, you're just healing whoever. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so it's just like an unfortunate, like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's
And they
just a little
even picked the
unfortunate.
Darkseer after the Dawn was picked, so they're essentially just buffing the Dawnbreaker at that point.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't banned the Dazzle. First pick.
but
On
Dazzle's
game
too
2,
strong.
personally.
Hey,
Too strong.
someone's kid, take note for this upcoming week. Thank you.
Yeah, please,
down
I beg
right
of you.
now.
Actually, let's
Alright.
pick the Dazzle. I'll play it.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let Jesse play it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I was
Jesse
thinking,
should play
dude.
it, yeah, yeah.
Fuck,
Jesse should play
I'm
it.
gonna put Black Up wrong. I'll be like, What'd you say about Dazzle Carry, bitch?
Whoa. There is
Laser
never
carry.
there's never proving Black Up wrong. Okay, Black
Don't
Up
ever
is the
call him a
goat.
bitch either.
Yeah.
Holy
Don't
shit,
insult
man.
him either.
What
That
the
is
fuck?
the goat
Yes,
right
they-
there. Okay.
Save the
That's
bitches
crazy.
for later,
There's
dude.
there's a lot of things
Yeah.
you can learn from Black Up, Jehszii. Just
Yeah,
okay.
a lot. All right, next series here.
I'll say next series.
Uh,
Before we jump into it though, I do want Wilson to give us just like one word to describe the series before we actually look at it.
One word.
One word.
What?
No pressure. No pressure.
Duality.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's
Was it-
look
was
at
it-
it.
That's like
Time out,
really
time out, time out.
edgy.
Time
Well,
out. What does that mean?
Duality.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
You literally just asked what
Like, Google
duality
it.
means, brother. Ain't
don't know
no
what
way.
duality. What the fuck?
It's okay. I know why
Okay.
Wilson said it. It's because they went 1-1.
Yeah, it's
Google doesn't work. Help me.
This is like fucking Canadian education right here, dude. I will not be associated with this.
All right. Duality. The condition or condition of being dual. That's the Google definition.
Sure.
Just
So the,
Anyways.
the implication is that maybe one game was like really one-sided and the other game might have been also really one-sided, but for the other team. That's the
Oh,
implication.
yeah,
of
which
that's-
duality.
is practically
That's
what it
exactly
was,
what
yeah.
happened.
Yeah. It's,
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
fair, fair.
I would
That
say,
sounds
yeah,
fine.
looking
Yeah,
at the
spoilers.
scores
All right.
up here. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So
Um,
sad tofu block taking game 1.
On
Yeah, very
dominant fashion
convincingly.
too.
I
Holy
know.
shit.
I don't know if you have the answer, Wilson. I noticed when I was doing the fantasy, they had 2 stand-ins game 1 or just one, because like this Charlie Wang guy wasn't in game 2 if I remember correctly. Yeah, because old Ramen comes back or something, or Supdog comes back.
No, it's old ramen.
No,
Sorry,
Old
Ramen,
Ramen
it's
wasn't game
Supdog.
one.
It's Supdog.
Sorry,
Yeah,
game two-
Supdog
game two
is-
comes back game 2. But this Avento, I don't think this is their. Because he
No,
plays safe.
Avento is their 2, I think.
I think it's their mid, because yeah, game 2 he switches back to mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, it was weird when I was doing the fantasy. I'm like, okay, what the heck? I mean, stand-in game 1 popped off. 14-1 on the Queen of Pain.
Oh yeah, for real. That guy was on my team last season. The season that was like cursed.
Oh,
Wait, the guy that rage quit?
No, he's not the guy that rage quit. He's the guy that
Okay.
replaced
It's
the
the
guy.
guy that
Aw.
rage quit,
Okay.
came back and
That
just
was funny.
beat Wilson to a pulp and was like, I told you so.
I would have fucking died if that was the guy that rage quit.
Oh,
Oh
that'd
my
be funny.
god. I would have fucking cried, dude.
Oh,
No
that would
way.
have been so funny, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, okay, so I got a question for you because okay. So I think Bloodseeker is pretty decent, but have you
Mhm.
seen his win rate in Dota? It is like
It's
really
very bad.
fucking it's terrible. So like
Mangoi?
what inspired this Bloodseeker pick, if I can ask?
I think okay, hold on. When did we pick this? We picked 18. So we
So you-
saw we
you
saw
Tusk. You saw
we
Tusk,
s-
which is like a great solution for it.
and we saw the Quap. We saw the
Yeah, which
Quap
is-
and Tribal was
Yeah.
sold on the Bloodseeker.
Why? If the Quap is good against what? Are you
Because
kidding?
the blink with rupture.
No, it you can blink out of the rupture range, so it doesn't do the
Yeah.
damage.
I didn't bring that up in drafting.
Oh my
I
god!
should've.
No.
Unlucky.
It needs to be max level, though.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's got to be max level, but once it is, it doesn't
Speaking-
take damage from rupture. Oh,
Speaking
no.
of speaking of Bloodseeker, because this is topical. We were talking about the
no.
Bloodseeker win rate, how it's so low. Mangoi, like 4 hours ago, posted an image in the Dota 2 channel on the AD2L server about like the friends and foes matchup, and he has like with him selecting Legion Commander has a 21% win rate against Bloodseeker. What
Holy
happened to this hero,
shit.
man?
I just don't understand. Like, you guys picked one of the worst heroes in Dota against a lot of really good counters too. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
What-
Tribal-
Even the Dawn is pretty good against Bloodseeker, man. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tribal was sold on it. We wanted to do a lot of circles. That was our goal, to do a lot of circles.
Yeah, but Dawn just ulties on who's ruptured. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
What
I
I
don't
what
get it
I
either.
want to
I kind of zone out during draft. I'm not
what
gonna
I
lie.
want I know I know I asked this question for Wilson pre-recording, but I'm actually just curious for others. So I know you were playing mid week 1. What changed your mind to going back to pause 3 and having pre-bus mid?
Because mid lane is a miserable role. I hate it. It's the most unfun role in the entire. I would rather play pause 5 my whole life than be a mid lane player.
Oh my god!
Damn,
It's
Yoshi.
it's such a terrible role.
Okay.
All the heroes in it are boring. Uphill
What,
miss
boring?
chance is yes, boring. I said it. The only heroes I liked playing mid were like Sand King and Primal Beast.
That's your definition of oh my god. Wow. Holy shit, bro.
This is the guy that plays like Underlord and was like, "Oh, I'm having so much fun right now, dude."
This guy plays
Oh, yeah,
Viper.
bro.
I want to point
Um,
out this guy just only plays
Yeah,
Viper.
he literally played Mars, went 3-9, and goes, guys, I'm having fun at least. Don't worry.
Hey, I
Holy
had some nasty spears. I had some nasty spears that game.
Yeah,
Granted,
Spears.
we usually didn't kill the guy speared, but they were still nasty.
Guys, my hero's
if
getting first
I
picked. I'm having fun.
if I'm actually like just trying to look beyond the Bloodseeker, I will say like just being I think overall I much prefer what Sad Tofu was doing. Like I think that they had a lot of solutions for the heroes you picked, even beyond the Bloodseeker, right? Like if I look past that, right? Like Mars, he wants to blink arena. He can't do that against a Jug. Jug can always spin out or spin into the arena. Dawn can ulti close to the arena, kind of nullifies it a little bit. You have Tusk save for a lot of the heroes. Undying's hard for you guys to deal with. You don't really have a great tombstone hitter. I think they just kind of counterpicked you guys just much more effectively than you guys picked against them. I
Yeah.
also don't really understand the OD pick here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Like I think Quap's gonna have a fine time. I don't really know what it's dealing with. I wanted to ask someone's kid this actually, because I don't really understand the OD pick here. But I haven't played mid in a while. Is there something that screams the OD this game to you?
I think it's just good against Jug, but I
Yeah, but
don't
Jug was the
ever
last
play
pick, though.
OD. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I made a mistake to saying OD pick one game, and he's like, don't ever to pick me. I'm kicking you out of the team. I'm like, okay.
I hate OD pickers with a passion. That's kind of like my spiel about it. But I don't know what screams OD to me. Strength heroes a little bit, but like nothing else. I don't think the matchup's very good for Quap versus OD. And then, man, like when you were saying Mars and Jug, I actually think it's a catch-22 because Jug's ulti hits from the front every time, and if you get like if Mars gets big, he just tanks the whole ulti with his
Yeah, that's true.
passive. But the spin is pretty rough. But yeah, then there's Dawnbreaker, which kind of nullifies all of that. So, yeah, I think this is a now draft pretty much.
Yep.
Is
I
there
got the
is
most
there a way
denies in the game.
is there a way next game next patch that they can remove Dawnbreaker from the game, please? I'd be so damn happy.
I feel like I don't even see that much more like Dawnbreaker anymore. I don't know. It's
No, neither
Sand
do I.
King and Earthshaker every game.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
just
how
stop
gosh.
playing
That or Helm Dom off lanes.
it.
yeah. I'm seeing a lot of that for sure. We could probably go to game 2. So I think we
Game
Talk-
2.
thoroughly
about
beat
Dawn-
this dead horse.
The
Talking about
duality.
Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, speaking of
Talking about
Dawnbreaker.
talking about Dawnbreaker, 10-0 on Wilson
Yep.
as Dawnbreaker Basher.
Oh, game 2.
Yep. Yeah. Had the most damage, had the most healing.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Skull Basher, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Holy
dude.
shit.
I
I
figured it
really
would be
like
good
your
against the Puck and the Lifestealer.
I really like your ingenuity on these builds, dude. You are like a very like
Thank you.
creative player with the builds. I'm a big fan actually.
I
of the
like
build.
building like I'm playing a roguelike. Like, you ever play Hades? Or Hades
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 2?
2 that recently came out? Yeah. I love building heroes like that. Like
That's-
going into like one aspect of their kit and just like you know the Viper thing. They go in with like the caustic bath to become tanky as possible. And you just become a frog that sits in the puddle. If anyone tries to disturb you, it's not going to go well for them.
We're all just
yeah.
living in your life, Wilson. That's pretty much
Yeah,
what it is.
we're all- you like the Viper build, like the ultimate tank up just without the eggs. That's you don't need the eggs. The eggs is for bitches.
I mean, I was going to build it, but we just lost too fast. anyways, we're
The
talking
team
about
was
this
too
game.
busy throwing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, for GG, this guy, my position 4. Oh, he plays an unbelievable Bat Rider. This guy was insane this game.
High praise.
Clutch lassos all over the place. Made a ton of space for me in lane.
Dang, you
I can
guys
see
are
that
he
Dark
played
Willow
out of his
hates that
mind.
matchup.
not
Yeah,
even
for real.
a single speck of green on this graph. Holy.
Yeah, that was like really, really one-sided. So
Yeah.
I'm curious, Jessie's thoughts here, because I was doing the champion thing too, and then apparently I am completely wrong that Lifestealer fucking hates playing against Ursa. I thought it was like somewhat close. Like I thought it was okay because Ursa doesn't love Radiance, but apparently it's a fantastic matchup for Ursa, and I'm just a big stinky dum dum. So
Ursa dominates Lifestealer in general. I personally
Okay,
think
yeah.
even Slicer 6 slotted, Ursa just still dominates it.
And it's a pretty good Ursa game this game, I will say that.
Oh,
I don't think they have a
absolutely.
ton of things to deal with the Ursa this game, really.
Like
I
double,
thought Lifestealer would be like okay though. That's really shocking to me. But
double
anyway,
melee into Ursa is like a wet dream to me personally.
I think there's definitely a
It-
timing thing. I think if you can't, if Lifestealer gets to the Ags and has enough HP, like he just gets a free reset on the Ursa, then Ursa's trying to kill the Lifestealers now just kind of out in the open. I don't know. I think that
Yeah.
matchup is not as one-sided as you think.
Yeah,
I
not to
think it
mention
depends on if Lifestealer's behind, then yes, it's very one-sided. But if Lifestealer's ahead, it's really bad.
Lifestealer
Yeah.
needs a lot more time than Ursa to actually go into fights. You need Radiance and SNY, and those are 2 very expensive items. Ursa just needs Battle Fury and Blink, and then he's good to go.
Yeah, that's as long as you got those 2 items and like how I rush is Battle Fury, Blink, Asher, and I can like fight anybody at that point. Like I would not be scared at all. It's like you farm so quickly with Battle Fury. Like once you get it to get Blink, as in Tribal, if you did 13 minutes Battle Fury and then you got 60-minute Blink, so that's 3 minutes of just farming or
Well,
kills
I think
or whatever.
we got a few kills for him in there.
So kill and farm, and you're already fighting right there at that point. Like you're ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I find it so interesting how like in both of these games too, like I think the team that stomped I much preferred the draft of, which I think is pretty funny. Like in this game, I think like if you even just look at like lane by lane, like isolated, like Ursa against Sand King, that's miserable for Sand King. Fucking
Yeah.
especially if he loses the sentry battle, that is a miserable matchup. Like he's gonna have to just jungle. There's nothing he can do there. I mean, you got Puck against Void Spirit. Void Spirit should have a totally fine time. Like that's a very like Puck's. It's weird because they kind of counter each other a little bit, but I think Puck has to make it through the lane stage, whereas I think Void should have like a pretty good like time in the lane stage. And then the Dawn, I think, is just solid hero. I think they don't have a lot that can burst the Dawn. If the Dawn just kind of does the counter rotation, the ulti's in. It's really good against the Sand King. So I think you guys just had a much solider draft, and I think it just shows in the game, my opinion.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts before the next series, lads?
No,
Okay.
I
It's
just
not.
All right. Guess not.
No.
Let's go to the next
All
series.
right, Jehszii. This is where you get to speak your mind, okay, buddy?
So some individual messaged me for my speech that gives me a little hint on here. The
What the
movies,
fuck?
so the Aragon books are worse than the movie.
I'll fucking kill you.
I did not tell him to say this. Whoa. I
wait,
did not
the
tell
hell,
him to
Yoshi?
say this.
Oh,
I would like to
Yoshi,
clarify.
it was
I
Yoshi,
did
it was
not
Yoshi.
tell him to say
Phoenix-
this.
Sorry,
Whoa,
he's like,
whoa.
Jesse, I will like hold your hand for the whole 20 minutes in lane if you say this. And I'm like, bet. I will not hesitate to say it.
That's
I'll actually fucking kill you. Like,
crazy.
That's amazing.
that's not
Getting
amazing. It's the opposite of
slandered.
amazing. Holy shit! This is someone's kid brood.
Brood.
Hey,
Well,
yo, dude.
I wanna point out this something. Yeah, someone's kid. I have to admit he carried us for this game. We were badly. I'd say we were badly losing. The early and mid stage. I
You guys
think
were
pretty
winning.
much.
What? Oh no, you were
No, we
losing.
were
Sorry.
losing.
No. We
Yeah,
were losing. But having someone's kid at the tempo and doing what to do. And just making the calls and stuff actually helped us win a lot. And pretty much hats off to you. I have to admit, like this would like if without like even playing with Brood, but even if you had a shitty lane you were losing, I don't think would have made a comeback from this personally.
Okay, you know what? I think I can see why Milkbox he got kicked. Okay, look at it. This if I lost this game, I would fucking kill myself. Like look at your guys' fucking kill scores, and you guys won the game. Fucking 3-10 axe off lane, 1-5 heart run, fucking
I would also like to
0-5 Yoshi.
highlight that Heart Run
Holy shit.
lost to the jungle. I'd like to highlight that.
Yeah, he lost
to the
jungle. He lost
jungle.
Holy shit! Losing this game has got to be enough to genuinely want to kill yourselves. I don't know. This is fucking. This is awful, dude. I mean, fantastic Brood pick though. I will say that I think it's actually really smart because I think Brood is they don't really have a lot to deal with it. Like Kunkka theoretically can be okay, but as long as you're a decent Brood, you're just not gonna have the Broodlings like get Tidebringers, right? And then obviously Invoker sucks ass against Brood mid. Terrible matchup for Invoker. Really unfortunate. So yeah, I think that's a really smart last pick.
I was watching the POV of Jack's team, just like to see like how they were like thinking of like drafting and stuff like that, and they said like they were mentioning Brood multiple times. They're like, well, no, I think, yeah, I like Casey even said like he can kill the Broodlings and stuff, and we picked the Brood, and I was just like just amused by it.
They were pretty much saying it's either the Brood or the Visage, and which would you rather not face against? And they chose the Visage, which I mean, both are pretty
It's
good
fair.
this game. But
Yeah.
I think the big thing is that we had some really fortunate fights. We had like Heart Run had some really good swaps that prevented me from getting bursted. Like, if I pretty much die, not I died twice, but I would say this, but if I die once, I feel like we just lose the game.
No, I agreed.
There at the time when I died, I think it was just too early, so it didn't really matter. But like if I die mid to late game, the game's just over. But I think our supports both like we had some really good plays by everybody, and it was a really close game. We probably should have lost this one. We should have lost this one, but our team just played better.
It's interesting. So it was this a Razor Mirana lane?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
That seems really interesting.
Hulk
I guess
really
they-
likes Marana.
Yeah, but like I mean like does that like I guess they won the lane, but that doesn't seem like a lane that's like I mean I guess double ranged
No.
against Axe is pretty annoying, I guess, but you don't really have a reliable way of
You
setting up the arrow, I guess.
Mirana kind of just beats the Venge personally just from like the outright click from the range.
Yeah.
I guess Venge has like
Starstorm.
the magic missile,
I
but
say yeah, Starstorm too.
the Starstorm, the arrow, you have Razor's static field.
Plasma Field.
Same
He
shit.
did hit the arrows.
He did hit
We
the
can't
arrows. I do
deny it.
agree. He did hit the arrows. There's multiple times I was hiding in the trees. He just throws an arrow and it hits me. I'm like,
Well, in
See,
the
I-
lane, they were hitting arrows because stinky. But
You know, it's interesting because I feel like I actually kind of liked Rally Up's lineup. Honestly, like I think it was like you know like they definitely had signature heroes that they wanted to play, but I think it did make sense too, right? Like you had the Kunkka to start the fight with the X. You know, you had all of his combos, the Invoker spells, the Razor's good against the Axe. I could see what they were doing. Just they kind of got screwed with this Brood pick. I think Brood was really smart, and I mean Monkey King's really good in lane against the Kunkka too, right? So I think a Kunkka kind of wants to have. He kind of is a little bit like Necro to me, a little bit in the sense of he wants to be able to bully the lane with his spell. right? And if he can't do that very effectively against the matchup, it feels a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't
What
want
my
to.
thoughts
I
were.
wanted someone that can at least sustain from the cleave damage, so something with lifesteal. And first popped up was pretty much a Monkey King, just because I can men fight him. I could at least be stable in the lane till later on, till like mid game almost, once the cleave actually does a lot of damage. But like mostly early game, it was beautiful for me personally.
Oh, I also meant to mention too. I like the Tusk pick actually against you guys too. I think Tusk was really good. There's so many things that he could save from, like the Axe Call, the Monkey King ulti. Disruptor's a little challenging, but you know, like even like a swap if he's got a blink, like in theory he might get some really clutch like blink snowball saves. But Wilson, what do you think about this matchup? I didn't hear too much from you this time.
I liked the Brood against the Razor. Razor does not like Broodmother at all. It might seem that it's a good matchup for Razor, right? But if Broodmother's running at a Razor, sure, he can static link, but again, there's the spiders. And even if he plasma fields, like the spiders are already up close, so the plasma field isn't going to do a ton of damage. And Eye of the Storm can only hit one thing. Not to mention, I don't like it against the Disruptor either, because Disruptor is always going to get an Aghanim Scepter, right? Sure, it might be delayed into the late game, but he's always going to get an Ag, especially against you, because Razor just cannot function in the game without a BKB, right? You need it to do stuff. Like sure, they picked Kunkka into Disruptor. Even then, Kunkka has like an 8 tankiness. He can probably survive out the Static Storm and all that other stuff. Mirana is a backliner. She doesn't really care about that. Tusk can maybe hide in the snowball before it comes off. Razor cannot do anything if Static Storm Ags is on top of him. So
I
Good
think
point.
I wasn't a big fan of the Razor pick.
the Tusk is very hard, I think, into Disruptor. I think, like, sure, you can save with glimpses and stuff, but once there's a fight that breaks out with ulti, you can't save them. There's nothing you can do. So
No.
I think that's the problem, I think, with Tusk this game, and there were some times where he just couldn't do anything because of Disruptor ulti.
Because
Axe
those
Call,
disruptor
Axe
ultis
Call,
were
Disruptor
just
ulti,
so
you just can't do
insane.
anything. Yeah. Yoshi's Disruptor is too good, dude. It's
Actually,
amazing.
I would like to comment before we go on to game 2. Something that Dota Buff isn't gonna show here is Rally Up actually played 4 heroes that they are Grandmaster tier with.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
kind of like shattered like a little bit of their confidence and like mojo kind of going into game 2. Like they really did just kind of like lay their dicks out on the table. And
Oh.
it just didn't work out in their favor, and it's like, oh shit, what do we do
I-
now? Type of like
I
situation
did-
a little bit.
I did want to say as well, our captain, Yoshi, you could vouch for this as well. Our captain forced us to physically buy a Mantle Intelligence and
This is true.
go smoke from base, go to our separate lanes into the middle where the
Oh,
creeps
boy.
meet, put our banner because our
Our
guild was
banner
like
is
the
a
3 int.
mantle as well.
There's a mantle, and he did that. So I wasted my money just to buy
Yeah,
a
we
fucking mantle.
actually started the game down 700 gold, was it?
Well, you
Something
did
like
at the
that?
start of the game?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
Look,
every
so-
single one of us dropped a
no, dude.
mantle.
Look
on
at the
them.
build. So at the top of the overview, go to builds and look at all of our items at the beginning. You can see everyone bought a Mantle Intelligence.
Yep.
There's
Oh
no
my goodness.
fucking way, dude.
Mantle.
That's hilarious.
I was
Mantle,
pissed because I can't get my
mantle.
fucking race band quicker.
Actually, Yoshi did buy one.
That's
No, I
actually
dropped
fucking
one.
crazy.
Where's mine? I dropped one. Jesse can verify.
We,
there
Yoshi-
was
we,
one
we
in
all
lane.
did.
What the
we all
hell?
did. We did.
Hmm.
There, if you watch
I'm looking
replay,
at that,
they are
Yoshi.
2 dropped. There, I don't know why it's not showing it. There are
No,
2
there's
dropped.
2 dropped.
Yeah.
There was 2 dropped.
I also
forgot.
wanted to
They're
mention
nice.
too before we go to game 2. Like from what I've heard, like it was legitimately not a kick, guys. By the way, in case people are theory crafting or wondering, I've heard that it was actually a leave. My understanding is that it was like school schedule was a little difficult or something like that. So I really don't think it had anything to do with this series per se. So I just wanted to mention that before there was too much.
Whatever you say.
I
For
think
who,
it's
sorry?
valid. I think it's valid. Milk Boxy.
So
is
him
no longer on the
and
team.
I were quite close, and he was talking to me. I don't want to spread the whole details, but Yeah, I guess I could just say one of the things they just didn't like as much was the vibe of just what's happening with the team, as in like what they
Oh.
want to do and stuff. That's what
Rally up, self-imploding.
So it wasn't just school, you think? Like you think there was
I think
extra
it's also
things?
a little bit part school, but the stuff that he told me is
I think that should be just
is
personal, man. Don't worry about it.
it's pretty much personal, yeah.
So I think it
Alright.
was mostly just like, hey, he's got school, he can't play. They really like both of them wanted to play. Like Milkboxy wanted to play on that team, and they wanted him, but it just didn't work out for him, unfortunately. So
Unlucky. What can you do?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably go to game 2 here. But that was a close game. Nice comeback, guys. It's really cool.
yeah, it
Two
was
goals
a
there.
really close game.
Wow, look at that, Jehszii. Wow, you did amazing. I don't even think Gentleman could have done better. Holy shit, what the fuck, Jehszii?
He got all
That's
the
amazing.
underlines.
Holy shit, that's incredible. Wow.
hmm
All right,
Lazy
you guys
me.
wanna lead me off here? Come on, someone's kid. Talk to me about this game. What happened
This
here?
game was easy.
This game was-
No, I'm being
This
so
is
serious. Like I dropped the fucking Muerta. Like Jehszii and I have like ran it in a scrim like twice, I think, and like pubs a couple times. I didn't actually think it would do that fire, but like, dude, this shit was so easy. Like,
Yeah, the Mota and Ursa's actually quite fun. We
Like-
played it multiple times, and I think we should continue doing it. Like if we think it's good, but to be honest, it's pretty broken.
they ripped the Marana again, which in my opinion, like, still like kind of value, but at the same time, like, it just felt like at a certain point in the game, Marana just wasn't doing anything besides just like having an invis ult that
Moonlight.
they could
Almost like
Yeah.
you played
initiate
Murata,
or
dude.
leave. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
get it. Like it's a good hero on Hulk and he plays it really well, but it's almost like once you get to a certain point in the game, you're essentially just a creep. Like you're really not doing too much unless you land like a sick ass arrow or something. Like
Yeah, I'm not sold on this Murata hero. I think it's
it's
pretty bad.
really so like once it got to a certain point in the game, it really just felt like 4v5 a little bit, and it was quite just simple. Like it didn't require too much.
I also think it's cool that you guys picked the Muerta because I've been saying for a while now to Moth as well, like my pause for that. I think Muerta's like underappreciated. I don't know.
I would
feel
agree.
Like
I would
supports
agree.
should just. I think that people just gave up on this hero too much. I don't know. I think it's fucking good.
I
honestly.
really like her.
yeah,
I really
she's-
like her right now.
She's underrated because the eggs is so good. It's a fear. You get the silence. Whoever dies in it gets more spirits and silence even more. The ultimate's like a save.
I had one game on Muerta where it was like 45 minutes into the game or something. I had the fucking blood rate thing along with Glepnir. And both teams had bought back and TP'd to Roche, and my calling was still going, and it was massive. Like from Roche, it was spreading like into the mid lane because of how many heroes were like dying inside of it. It
I
was
also think
insane.
that like her eggs is honestly one of the
Oh,
most
it's so
fucking
broken.
It
irritating
is so
things to
busted.
play.
It is
It's
so
so
busted.
so fucking annoying. I think I'd rather play against a Disruptor X than a Muerta X. That shit is so fucking irritating, man.
No,
Oh
it
my
is.
god.
You just get Dark Willow's terrorize. You know,
Literally.
Yeah,
on like a
constantly.
what 10-second cooldown? What's
I
the
haven't
cooldown
been able to hit
Deadshot?
25 since I started playing Muerta, and it bothers me because I just want to start double deadshotting people, and I can't.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well,
But anyway, oh, go ahead.
One thing I want to point out as well, it was just mostly just our team wise. This is for you, like information for you, Phoenix. We yell at each other, as in Heartrun and Yoshi for trying to get the most fantasy points on stacking.
Wait a minute. You're telling me Heartrun yells, dude? No.
Yeah. No, that's very rare, man. That's very rare.
Sorry. Apologies. Anyway.
Usually, the
It
yelling
is.
that happens is like Heartrun's like here on the map when all of us are like here. And he's like, guys, they're over here. What are we doing? Guys, they're here. And we're like, we're literally pushing bottom. And then he starts getting upset. He starts
He's-
getting
he's
upset and
stacking-
just starts yelling.
He's
He's like,
stacking
guys,
their
I'm
side.
yeah, he's literally
He needs
stacking their
supports.
camps for pants. He's like, guys, I need somebody to come take these stacks. We're like, we're literally taking bot tower. Like, why? Like, there's still a
Yeah, like,
bot
what the
tier
fuck
1
you doing
tower.
over
Why are
there,
we
dude?
taking stacks? Like,
Oh, that's
it's like, guys, I
amazing.
need somebody
love
to take
that,
these
dude.
stacks. We're like, we literally can't. Like, what are you doing?
It's
And then-
it's a
Oh.
fantasy battle.
And then
right there.
Stinky like Gates goes this way, goes to take the stacks and dies because they rotated. And it's like, okay, well,
Oh, you know what's cool? I will say too is that they did do the Shadow Demon Rana combo. Haven't seen that in a while. It's been a hot minute
I'm
since I've
I'm gonna
seen
be
that combo.
completely honest with you. I mentioned the Murano Shadow Demon at the very beginning of the game. I don't think the combo was ever like actually used to set up anything. I genuinely do not
Yeah, 'cause-
remember it being set up to be used.
The problem is that like I feel like the reason that you don't see this combo anymore is because it was really common when tri-lanes were a thing, right? Like that was like a very, very common and the very good combo because you would have both supports in the same lane all the time, right? So you could
Mhm.
disrupt into the arrow, then you'd have the carry to like fucking also do the damage, right? But I feel like with this the dual lane now being the meta for I mean, a long ass time now, I think the combo is not quite as common or as effective for that reason. Just because its usefulness is, I
I
think, a little
genuinely
subdued.
think if Hulk just like gated from top to bot every once in a while and then they tried the like
Yeah.
combo, it would work. Because even if you like miss the arrow, you can also just disrupt into Centaur stun. Like Jehszii doesn't have a way to stop it, so it's on me to stop that from happening. So if I'm, off pulling or stacking or whatever I'm possibly doing, if I can't
Fantasy
land
points.
my fantasy points for real. If I can't land my stuff in time, Jessie's dead. It's a kill on Jehszii every time because he can Q
Yeah,
away,
I'm
but like
reporting his ass.
he's reporting me.
I'll flame you. I'll try and
He's
talk
literally
instead. I'll let
crying
you
at
have
that
the
point, be
lane.
like, "Why aren't you holding my hand? I need you in lane." And I'm like, "Stop being a big baby."
Exactly.
Like, but like Hulk, I don't think Hulk ever actually gated until the point like they were trying to like dive tower, and then Hulk's like, "Guys, I'm here," and it's like, "Oh, okay."
I think it's pretty interesting that I think this is like a rare game too, where I think this is one of the worst games I've seen Casey play in a while. He usually is a very good, stable, consistent offlaner, and it's very rare to see him go 1-10. I'm not sure what happened there. I think it's
Well-
tough. Like melee against Ursa is tough, but I think Centaur can do. I think he can do okay actually. Like
He
it's
does.
weird.
He did. Like we were quite even. I know they picked Centaur 13, and I'm like, this is such a good Ursa already as is. I love just playing Ursa against like strength heroes, especially Centaur. I do not care about the retaliate. I just want to just kick his ass kind of thing. So I just told like Austin and UK Someoneskid, I was like, give me Ursa. I don't care what else option. Give me Ursa 14 right now.
See, that's funny because that's not how it went down, Jehszii.
Yes, it did. Shut up.
No, because it was no, because someone's kid asked what support I'd possibly want to play this game after seeing the Centaur,
Right.
and I said just give me the Muerta, and you then go, oh yeah, just give me the Ursa on top of that. Like let's run this combo. So partly
Yeah, no,
correct.
you're right,
Like
you're
yes,
right.
you did ask for Ursa, but it was not exactly in the order
Do
you
the
said.
do the
so.
combo, yeah. Not you know what? I'm a better. I don't even remember what I ate this morning. So
But like
That's fair.
but going off of what Jehszii originally said, like Casey was actually doing pretty decent in lane. Like we killed Shadow Demon once, but the lane was pretty even for a bit. And then yeah, they tried to like dive tower and it just did not end well for them. But like
Wow.
Casey had like a pretty solid lane. Like I don't think he played the lane horribly. It's just
His
there's-
timings were decent too.
Yeah, it's
on the HOD.
just I just think it's an unfortunate Centaur game. Like it's a really weird Centaur game, in my opinion.
Yeah, he doesn't love the Sand King. He
Honestly,
doesn't
I don't
love
think he
the-
loves any of the matchups. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like
My
he-
biggest problem with this game is I think the 24 pick Ember towards the Void Spirit wasn't like. Sure, it's okay, but I don't think it's something that destroys Void Spirit.
Yeah, I don't
think
think
that's
it's
what
what
they should
they.
have gone for.
I don't think it's what they needed this game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Someone's kid. If do you mind elaborating on that a little bit? Just because, yeah, like I would agree with you that, like if I think of a 24 pick for my mid, like I would want that to be like, fuck yeah, like that's my win condition. This hero's gonna fucking own, right? But yeah, I would say that's a pretty skill based matchup, right? Like I think it might even be slightly Void Spirit favored, maybe.
No,
I'm not
I would
sure.
say it's more so Ember favored because
Okay.
you get Flame Guard and Void Spirit does not want to trade, but the upside to that is Void Spirit's effective with his farm. Like if he gets farm, he's very effective with it. But so if he does Flame Guard, he usually just pushes the lane, and then you get the farm under tower. So granted, you get less CS. So the Void Spirit is going to have less farm than the Ember, the so it's less. It's not as good, but the thing is that when you play against, like, let's say a Bat Rider, you're not going to get any farm. So like Void Spirit's easily shut down, but Ember just slightly wins.
Okay. Yeah, no, that does make sense. I would also say that Ember is like, I think they had a lot of solutions already for the Ember, right? Like, there's a lot of you guys had a shit ton of disable for the Ember, actually. Like Lion, Sand King,
Yeah.
Void Spirit spell, you had the Muerta, and just as a general, like, I'm actually just curious, even for me, I don't give a fuck about the podcast. So I feel like Ember Spirit's really fallen off. Like, I feel like I hardly see that here. Why do you think that is? Like, is it just well, I have no idea.
Well, there's just been more relevant heroes like Sand King, Earthshaker, Puck, even like Storm. I think are just better heroes. I think their other heroes are just better. I think Illusion heroes are kind of on the down. I don't know. I just don't think it's that good. It's like,
Okay.
simply put, I just think other heroes are better. I don't know. I'm not a big Ember fan of myself, but I played a little bit. I can never feel like I'm that impactful. The damage isn't that much. It's like they have like a jug healing ward. Like, can never do anything.
So it's more like a other heroes are better than that hero is necessarily bad. It's just like
Yeah.
there are better
He
picks
doesn't
type
do
thing.
he doesn't do burst, right? It's his damage is like over time, a little bit of control, but it's not very bursty. Like, he's mobile, but if you like Quap is mobile and bursty, Puck mobile and bursty.
And
Like,
Bursty, yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's like,
I'm also
I think
surprised that he did the physical facet too. Like because he did the physical facet, but then also built kind of magical, right? With
he
the
also started with Sleight of Fist, which I think is the wrong idea. Maybe he knows the matchup better, but
no,
I
that's
think
definitely wrong.
I think
No.
Flame Guard is the better one to start with, personally.
100%, especially against the Void Spirit. He has no way of dispelling the Flame Guard. You definitely do that, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I think we can then skip to predictions. This has gone actually longer than I thought it would. I feel like I say that every time, though. Every single time, I'm always like, it's be a shorter episode. And oh, okay, never mind. It's fucking not actually that short. But what do we got? So we got Fountain Divers against Spiked Esports. Okay, let me start this. I don't know. I think Fountain Dive. I think both teams are not looking fantastic. No offense, Wilson.
That's
I'm
totally.
gonna
that's so
I'm gonna
toxic.
say 2-0 for Spiked. You know, I'm feeling it. I like these like quirky builds from Wilson. You know, I think we're gonna see a
He's gonna pull his
Heart
Viper
Rush
out this week.
Viper or like a Skull Dasher Dawn. You know, I feel like we're gonna get something crazy. It's gonna be a 2-0, I think.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
I'll agree
Okay,
with it.
someone's
I think a
getting.
2-0. I agree.
What do you
Same
think?
here.
Someone's. Oh, everyone's dude. Really? Okay, someone's getting.
And
What do you think?
as
Come
long
on,
as we
dude.
don't,
I would say it's 1-1. I want to see Fountain Divers get a win.
Dang.
Okay. As long as you don't what, Wilson? As long as you
as
don't
long as
what?
we don't pull out the Bloodseeker again with the old
Mm.
Blood Facet. That's what
No,
Tribal had on that game.
bro. As long
Wait,
as you don't pull out
did he
the
have it on that game?
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he had the old
Yeah, you
Blood
did.
Facet. I remember
Oh,
seeing him chase
gosh.
someone with Blood Rage on, and like he like lost like a fifth of his HP while chasing someone. Didn't even get the kill. Anyways,
As long as you
let's
guys
just
don't pick a Bloodseeker into like 3 counters, I think you'll be okay. But anyways, we got HO against DP. Oh, dude, this is
2-0.
tough.
Mm.
This is
This is so tough,
2-0
dude.
so
for
this is
DP.
this is
2-0
top
for
teams right
DP.
here. This is tough, but I don't want to say this because we're the best, nor I hate helmets on, but I'm confident on a 2-0 for DP personally. I understand like I'm on the team, but I think we could do it easily.
Here's the
I'm saying
problem.
0-2 just to give Jehszii the fire.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
feeding down mid. I'm feeding down mid.
See, my thing is
I'll do it.
I'm saying 2-0 for DP because I get to lane against Stretchy and Ouch. This is the freest fucking shit I'm ever gonna play against in my life, dude.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Stretchy's actually going to tilt out of this game because Ouch is not going to be able to do anything for him.
Well, I can never go against my HO. My HO goats. I'm sorry, DP. You guys are great, but I'm gonna have to go HO 2-0. I think they got this.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna prove you wrong on that one.
I think they're gonna do it. Wilson, what do you
Better-
think?
I'm thinking 1-1.
Okay, realistically, I do think a tie is more likely, but I mean, I just gotta go for the
Personally,
CHL2.
I want to say the 1-1, but I think we could 2-0 personally.
I think you could. But okay, next matchup we got Reading Patches OP against Rally Up. I mean, listen, Rally Up stumbled a little bit against DP for sure. I think they're gonna 2-0 Reading Patch. In my opinion. What
I'll
do you
give it
think,
a
Someoneskid?
1-1.
Okay, 1-1 from Yoshi. Someone, what do you think?
I think it's rally up 2-0.
Okay, Wilson, what do you think?
Reading patch 1-1.
Oh, okay, Jesse, what do you think?
Rally Up is good. I haven't seen Reading Patch as much. I'm gonna say a good solid 1-1 as well.
Okay. Then last week's matchup, we got Drow's Touch against the Sad Tofu Block. Listen, guys, no offense to Sad Tofu Block. I don't think you guys are very good, sadly. Respectfully, listen. And I still hate your name, all right? I don't like
Oh.
tofu, and I don't like being sad, so I'm going to go for Drow 2-0.
I'll give
I'm
it a
gonna
1-1.
go Sad
Go-
Tofu 1-1.
Whoa, okay. All right, Jesse, what do you think?
I think this is a 2-0 for Joe's Touch.
Okay, someone's good. What do you think?
2-0 Drow.
Okay, Yoshi, what do you think?
1-1.
Wow,
1-1
that's...
though.
Brew, what are you talking?
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I said Sad Tofu Block 1-1.
Wait, but it's what? What do you mean?
Yeah, you're
What the hell?
confusing, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't
What
make
the
sense.
fuck are you talking about, bro? Do you want to like break down the 1-1, like who wins the first game type thing? Like is that what you're
Yeah, that's what
trying
you're
to do?
saying.
No, I was just making a joke, and I was seeing who was gonna notice that I said the team name and then said 1-1.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. That's good stuff.
But the reason behind it is Hexy could have a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if he pulls out the Huskar carry again.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Jeez. Oh.
last series with what did he play? Ricky or yeah,
Yeah, the Ricky.
yeah, and I don't know. He could have a moment.
He could have a moment. Okay, he could have a moment. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Been another delightful episode of the Conqueror Chronicles, and we'll see you next time.